Gamers, we're back because the bazaar is ticking me off lately. It's a good game. The meta's in a tight spot right now. We're playing a little bit of Slay the Spire. I've been watching movies instead of playing Slay the Spire on the longer bike rides lately. I'm kind of pogging up over this start though. But I honestly, maybe it's cope, but I feel like that might actually allow us to break some of the bad habits. Or alternatively, it might leave me in a position where like I don't have the muscle memory to play as quick as I always do. And then not the wherewithal to slow myself down. But we'll see. I'm a big bouncing flask sort of guy. And to be honest with you, if we have bouncing flask, we need more defense and we can do with less offense. You're gonna upgrade my bouncing flask. I think this is a beautiful start. Yeah, I would say, I would say I'm pleased. I'd say I might even go so far as to say I'm tickled by our start so far. Now here, be patient, man, because if we're patient, we can get another upgrade at the campfire. If we get another upgrade at the campfire, we crush the elite. We crush the elite, we get the best relic in the game potentially, and then before you know it, it's basically the easiest game that's ever been made. I'm a big cloak and dagger sort of fella, even if we don't end up going with a shiv build. And then just anything to give us a little bit of tempo on you goes crazy. So what do we want to see as well? Corpse Explosion, obviously. If I could get Corpse Explosion, I'd be loving every minute of it, Jerry. I think those cards, like Bouncing Flask and Corpse Explosion, they go very well together. Because they're both really, really good. I mean, they have a poison synergy, I guess, but they're mostly just really, really good. Let's add a Bane into the ecosystem. Chris Nolan getting ready to make the Dark Knight Rises. I'm just questioning if we're gonna do 2 elites. We'd probably rather, because like that might be hard. Maybe we'll see. This is horrendous, man. I hate this guy. Hang on. Glass Knife at least picks up a kill on you, which ensures that we won't be made weak. And then the Gremlin Wizard has to be the next to go. And then the shield, and then the Mad Gremlin. Honestly, for the cost of a potion, I think this was a pretty good deal. And could we win faster if we played Bouncing Flask? Yeah, but this is like the safest path to victory, I think. We'll just keep putting that up. Because literally, like, you don't get strong unless I make you strong by accident. And that's the sort of thing that I'm not really concerned about right now. 12 damage. You're cooked, bud. Get out of here. Would have loved to have gotten a potion, but whatever. How about a skewer for some hurting potential, and then just the man I wanted to see. What do you get for the man who has everything? You get him a Bouncing Flask, a Neutralize, and an Energy Potion attached to a skewer. And then you just smack him around a little bit. I think you just smack him around a little bit. I gotta remember we're on Ascension 19, so like, the game is not pulling any punches at this point. We gotta keep our heads screwed on straight. We gotta keep our head on a swivel. We gotta play smart. Eternal Feather is pretty nice. I mean, honestly, I'm a big defense guy. If we have a couple of poison cards helping us out. It's kind of a certified EAP moment. Let me just see if maybe we could get to you first, but with that not happening, hopefully, this usually doesn't go down like this, but hopefully this fungal beast chooses not to attack next turn. They have chosen to attack. I think we can still get away with it with one of these, and one of those. I'm really interested in taking 0 damage. If that's the sort of thing that could be swung for a fella such as myself, because, again, it allows us to upgrade another card at the campfire, which has disproportionate positive benefits moving forward. Now, could we do with the Deadly Poison? Yeah, we could, but I think we need some kind of AoE. Killer Tofu. And honestly, I'll say it, man. It's just the kind of fella I wanted to see. Well, let's poison you right off the bat. And I mean, to do 2 damage, I would probably rather just stack 4 block next turn. This, I think, is the best outcome for us. I think we fought the 2 elites that we should be happiest to be fighting. Because the 3 diamonds, and one day I'll learn the names. Editor's note, that was a lie. We don't have much AoE to deal with them. We got a little bit, but... Oh, that's... I definitely did not need to play dodge and roll, but... Alas, we got through it. We'd love to see the Hexaghost as the boss as well. Molten Egg is kind of crazy. In Venom, it is Hexaghost. In Venom looks like the synergy, but like a pre-upgraded glass knife is kind of crazy, man. I would be content to take a golden idol at the cost of injury. And then hopefully remove it, and I'll lose 54 gold immediately. That was the other thing that I was going to suggest would be good, is losing 54 gold immediately. But I think we got a great thing going, man. I think that right now, I'm hoping it's not one of those ones where it's like the first floor is like so easy, but then on the second floor we don't have answers. I think we've got answers, man. We're like Office Depot or Staples or whatever. You've got questions, we got answers. Isn't that what they say in the ads, I think? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Bueller? Do you know what I'm talking about? Ben Stein? Alright, I mean, here you just gotta let the poison do its magic, man. We're gonna draw the card we're looking for. We're gonna draw Poison Flask. Bouncing Flask, I should say. It's going to put you in a tight spot. It's going to put you in a bit of a pinch. And then I know I chose to block the fire instead of doing damage, but that's just how confident I am right now that we're looking pretty okay, I think. Because you need to take 30 damage. That pretty much does the job for us right there. Okay, first floor was like no problem. I mean, you already know... Envenom doesn't totally fit with the attack cards we have. I know it seems like just poison, 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 but I think we're already at enough poison to get the kill. We just have to have defense. After Image kind of works better if we have cards that produce other cards. So, I mean, it was just a roundabout way of me eventually taking Alchemize, I suppose. This is a tough choice for me. Because, like... I do think we're well equipped with Black Star, but Pandora's Box could set us up the bomb. But I think somebody set us up the bomb, man. I don't want to deal with that. Our deck is somewhat, I think it's delicate right now. We got to be a little careful about what we give a chance to be added to the deck. Honestly, what are you, 16, 19? I'll take 3 damage. I think it's really hard to not have 4 energy on the second floor, to be honest with you, but... You gotta do what you gotta do. This is a bad start. But that's okay, we got Molten Egg, bro, so we got lots of potential. To be honest, if I had to guess, I bet you're gonna steal my gold. And I don't think there's too much we can do about it, so... I wasn't willing to risk using an explosive potion for that. I just don't think that the optics were good. I don't think we were going to get the kill regardless. I do like a dagger spray. Sure, a discouraging first fight. Without a doubt. We have to poison you. It stings like the dickens, man. But we got to put some timer on you. So I guess what we should be looking for... is like, stay alive. That's a big part of my, what I expect to be like my win condition is not dying. Huge. And then also, fight elites. Lean into the Black Star. See if you can get it working for you. You know what, give me Bane Plus. I don't think we can fight that elite though. I think that's a little optimistic. Alright, and you know what? I was looking for potions. We're not really a sneaky strike type of gamer. I don't necessarily think we're a terror type of gamer. I'm gonna leave on this one And I don't feel good about it. Hang on, there's another shop coming up. I will take regret here. I don't feel good about it, but we got to be a little bit conservative. We would have had the rest there for sure as well. That's a given. But we want to do 3 hits to you. I think you just pop the liquid bronze. I've got to remember, we have like a great setup for potion economy right now because of Alchemize. And if we can add a burst into the ecosystem, then it just gets even better. I mean, that's a given. We could play Survivor. I'm not going to play Survivor because I don't want to add a Daze to our deck. And you're dead. I mean, if the earlier fights were discouraging, this fight was very encouraging. Although I didn't get to play Alchemize, I guess. I'm wary about adding too much to the deck. I think a Piercing Whale will help. I definitely want to lose Regret. And then, I mean, the world's kind of our oyster, man. Let me get a Horn Cleat, please. Any extra defense to give us more space to play our poison is going to go crazy, I think. Basically, that couldn't have gone better. That was kind of a dream come true. Now we gotta get out ahead of these guys pretty quick. You need to take 10 damage. You're gonna take 10 damage. So we're gonna hit you and you and you and you. There's a lot of relics that would really help us out, man. The specimen would really hit the spot. 19 block, huh? At some point we're gonna get an attack again. Or was that 20 block? Arithmetic isn't my strong suit, clearly. We'll hit you with this. I'm trying to think of what I would need to do. You're doing 21 damage. That's a bummer, dude. Let's just hope we get a potion, like, from the fight. And then this won't feel like such a disaster. Hang on, I have my wife's phone next to me because I'm waiting for a call. But all these calls are coming from not where the region I need them to come from. So I've just got to endure the spam calls, and I'll just level with you. I don't know how to turn a ringer off. So you just gotta work with me. Trust me, I'm not pleased about the situation either. We want Bouncing Flask, hopefully hitting you a bunch. It hit you a little bit. Next turn. Next turn we have some block. But I gotta put up some extra defense, man. Otherwise we're going down in an earlier round. And Sugar, we might not be going down swinging if we're not putting up blocks here. That's big. You're literally gonna die, but... you're literally not gonna die, actually. Am I dead? Oh my god, I'm alive. But just... and not for long, man. Okay, are we cooked? I'll just level with you. I think I'm the kind of fella, and we didn't have the choice, but... I think I'm the kind of fella who really needs an energy relic after the first boss. Barring that... times are tough. Starting with an Apotheosis kind of changes the game. I'll give you that one. Maybe we can get an early upgrade from a question mark as well. He would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark. But Apotheosis is like it's a crazy get, man. We're only taking 1 damage off of that. That looked like a disastrous situation for a guy like me. But look at this. Okay, this is actually like a dream start. Almost an unfair level dream start. Give me a dagger spray. A dagger throw, I should say. I'll gain some gold. We can probably afford to be a little aggressive here. Free curse removal is crazy. I was really hoping to get Apotheosis upgraded. I would happily skip an elite to get Apotheosis upgraded as soon as possible. Just don't get overly confident. Like, we still got a serious potential to screw this one. It's Ascension 19. I'm not trying to be demure about my Slay the Spire gameplay. Obviously, I'm not like a top tier player. But like, it's a hard game. And the Ascensions make it even harder. But a 1-cost card that upgrades all of our other cards is, I mean, that's a huge win for society, for sure. Unfortunately, it is going to be drawn pretty late here. But actually, this is a great time to have drawn it, bro. A turn in which the enemy was not doing anything. Now I'm going to level with you. This one kind of hurts, but I'm still... You have to upgrade Apotheosis. There's no need to do anything else. Don't overcomplicate it. Catalyst is a pretty important card. And now, I think you could make the argument we actually don't need to upgrade anything else. Because we upgrade just by exercising our patience. Plus, the cards that we would most like to upgrade... Okay, this stings. Are cards that we can afford to stall on. Like, we don't need to upgrade... Or we don't need to play Catalyst super early. I'm so sorry for this. But I have to hit you so I don't take a bunch of damage. I wish it weren't like this. I would have drawn up the order of this, like, very differently. But I didn't have that opportunity. That opportunity was ripped from me. So you can understand my pain and I can understand your pain, man. Now this stings. I'm really a little disappointed in the damage that we're taking, but... Let's call it the cost of doing business. You're now officially cooked, so... Give up. I almost botched it a little bit there, I'll admit. Sneaky strike. Add it to the hopper. I'm gonna rest. Because again, I think just being alive is important here. And I'm gonna try to get to that. Oh, Mummified Hand, what a beautiful little card to receive, man. And an early Apotheosis into a Distilled Chaos. We got to play Noxious Fumes, which is huge. Play that, play that. Do not play the Catalyst, obviously. This is like the smooth sort of draw that I was looking for. You're done. You're soon to be getting close to done. You're like a medium well, and as we all know, the best way to have steak is well done. That's why they call it well done. Rare is also aptly named because it would be very unlikely to catch me eating a steak like that. I'm just kidding. How do I order my steak? I don't consider it like a foundational element of my personality, but I usually do order it medium rare. Yeah, you got me on that one. Why? Because the internet told me it's the best, bro. Obviously. Give me a dagger spray and a shuriken. These are cards I like. Now, the question is, what card needs to be upgraded before, like if you draw it before Apotheosis? Noxious is kind of a given. It also refunds an energy. Possibly more than one energy, I guess. There is a part of me that thinks like a transformation is actually better here, but I already clicked on upgrade. So the next one, I think maybe dagger spray. So if we encounter some of those truly nightmarish encounters, we can get through it a little bit easier. Do I really want to upgrade to attack? What I really want is like acrobatics plus eviscerate. Which means we can't get a relic, but I think I can live with that. And then cut a strike. And maybe take... Oh, I was hoping I could still afford finesse, but... Whatever. I'm pretty pleased with that. Keeping in mind that we have shuriken. This is the reason we upgraded dagger spray, bro. Let's start with... Blessing of the Forge. Dump a catalyst. Play a sneaky. Play Apotheosis. No, you don't need to because these cards are already upgraded. Play Dagger Spray. Does come with a certain negativity to it, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to use my energy potion. We might need it against the boss. I would rather just accept the 5 damage. And like, honestly, these enemies ain't nothing but a peanut at this point. So I'm feeling pretty good. We want more things. It's Tactician, even though all those cards were good for what we're trying to accomplish. This is just a rest situation, I think, because of Apotheosis and the length of the fight. But we want more things that play into Shuriken, I think. So we have some, like, consistent form of scaling. Okay, I was really hoping that would hit Eviscerate, but it's my own cross to bear, because I wanted to get my power out there as soon as possible as well. Honestly, I think you save the potion. Because I'm not... This boss, historically, has not been a big problem for us. What has been a big problem for us is the second floor. It's gotta happen. So save the potion for the second floor. And then, like, an energy relic would really hit the spot, man. It would hit the spot to the extreme. Now, I gotta do some damage to you, because Noxious is not doing enough fast. We're also not incrementing with Shuriken very well at all. I think it would be nice. It would be nice if I could draw a Catalyst on, like, this turn, even though I just drew it. But Eviscerate, I think, was better. How about Catalyst? Okay, I can wait. I can wait with the best of them, man. Some people might say I'm a master at it. Or am I thinking of debating now that I think about it? Okay, dump you. Dump you. I'm sounding like an MTV, like, dating show in the mid-2000s. Catalyst kills. And we're basically guaranteed to draw it, as long as you didn't look at the fine print. We get there and we get there easily. We got a potion. Corpse Explosion is real hard for me to ignore. And then an energy relic would go crazy. You're really you're gonna keep harping on this Pandora's box thing, huh? Okay, I'm gonna learn my lesson then. We got a defense. We got some cards that really help you with draw, like with a draw discard. We got another Corpse Explosion. We are a little light on defense. And a little light on ways to make Shuriken work, but all's well that frickin' ends well, maybe. How about another Corpse Explosion, huh? That's interesting. I mean, at least we have some form of block. Not much. I mean, that's why they call it Pandora's box, man. It's because it's, could be a bit tricky. Taking 10 damage is not the end of the world. Don't start crying yet, okay? This is not over. We just need a little time. The shop's gonna help. The shop's definitely gonna help, bro. You're already poisoned. Dump the acrobatics. Dump the Corpse Explosion. You're dead. You're literally dead. I mean, to be honest, we probably need to take any block we can get our hands on. Even more so than removing cards. Honestly, that might be enough to stop the bleeding a little bit. Not forever, but for a bit, maybe. And this is a very good time, I would say, to use one's energy potion. Obviously, like, you need this. And then I'm like, if I eviscerate, it's 21. No, I can't. If I eviscerate, it's 21. Which puts you on 29 with 6. It's very hard for me to kill you. Maybe if I could draw some defense. Adrenaline is very helpful, man. Honestly, because you have Corpse Explosion on you, I think we just don't worry about the dagger spray. Just go for the Bane instead. We're gonna have to rest. But again, resting with, like, Apotheosis is not the end of the world. We might... It's the notifications are driving me crazy here, man. Dump Tactician, obviously. Prepared. Dumping Deflect. Like, this kills you. Then you'll still be alive. That's not great, but if I don't go, no, it's okay. Take your 3 damage. This guy's dead. You're resting anyway. Everything's fine. We've got good relics. We have to put it all together, man. We also really, really need extra energy, but you already know that. I've been asking for that for a while now. That's literally, like, the only card that was bad for you to make free. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm not sweating it. I'm a different type of beast. I'm not gonna sweat something like that. I'm gonna stay very chill, man. I'm gonna stay extremely chill. You've probably never seen like a guy as chill as a fella like me. Which you already know, it's bad news for the opposition. This is great news for the opposition. You're gonna be in a tight spot. I should get strength. I thought about getting just free block for next turn, and there's something to that, but how about a discard? Not a discard. A free block is pretty good too. Any chance you would be dead if I use the explosive potion? I don't know why I'm taking my time to finish the sentence when I know the answer already, but okay. Let's hold. I would love to give you a card. You should take the card. It's crazy that, like, I don't think my deck is good, but I'm like, I can't bring myself to get rid of a card. Like, why if I love this deck so much, why is it so hard for me to think about how to make it better? I feel like it's hard to accept quick slash, but I do appreciate the health that it gave me. 26 life is not where I want to be, and I don't think this is the guy I want to be fighting either. Well, make something free, please. Bane, huh? On the bright side, we only lose like 1/3 of our HP. Is that the bright side now that I think about it? That might not be the bright side. Trust me, I want to play my best cards, but there's some turns where that's tough. That's actually really nice, though. This is insanely nice. Then a distraction for free. Which gave us a corpse explosion. Eviscerate is already good to go. I take the reflex, bro. Exactly what I wanted to draw, like a deflect. We've got an eviscerate chilling in here somewhere, don't we? Oh, it's in our discard pile. Okay. It's fine. We do need to put up 28 block, but we're also doing... We did quite a number on them. I think you draw. Neutralize is huge. This might be a good, like, dodge and roll into a catalyst type situation. Then we've only got to live for, like... Well, we could probably kill you this turn and then rest at the campfire. Huge, huge. I honestly thought there was a good chance we would die there. Dreamcatcher is not really what I was looking for, but that's fine. I would happily accept After Image as well. I think that could be a part of like our 5-year plan here. I also think Escape Plan is helpful. I'm really not hedging my bets for the Time Lord if the Time Lord shows up, but that's okay. I'm just happy to be here. I'll happily take another reflex. We're kind of trying to go infinite, I guess. Now this is more like my speed, I think. Let's start with this. This is beautiful. That's nice. It didn't hit Corpse Explosion. I'm going to cry. We could have just played Corpse Explosion, to be fair. Do me a favor. Give me a distraction. I really don't need you to burst anything. I've screwed myself. The hard thing to acknowledge here is that I screwed myself. And I can't even kill you, which is the worst part about all of this. I'm not going to play the Catalyst, though. So that was very mismanaged. If we just played a Corpse Explosion instead of trying to fish for the high rolls, which, well, like, statistically, we probably were in, like, a pretty good chance to get, but we didn't need to play the odds on that one, so that's my bad. How about, like, dumping a Tactician or something? No such luck. So Eviscerate is 1. If I play Survivor, Eviscerate goes down to 0. Also allows me to play a Skewer, which gives me strength. We're only taking a little bit of damage. Okay, this could be a lot worse. I don't think there's much of an argument that, like, obviously it could be better as well, and it's mostly, like, user error. This will hurt you, at least. Stop drawing all the discarders and none of the things that discard. We're drawing so many discardables, but we're not drawing the discarders. We're drawing them... They're clumped, man. They're Nutty Professor 2. They're clumped. Dumpa. Huge. Actually enormous. Honestly, 27 poison on you. You may not even choose to... Okay, you are choosing to attack this turn, which is really... is kind of devastating, but... Burst, Corpse Explosion, 32... Okay, Burst, Corpse Explosion. And if I calculated wrong, we just lose. No big deal. I didn't calculate wrong, though. I didn't calculate wrong. Unload is a discarder. It's a spicy discarder, but it's a discarder nonetheless. And yes, I'm resting all the time. You know why? Because we have Apotheosis, man. So I think I'm not... I would rather be upgrading, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. You gotta get Corpse Explosion, bro. 12 poison on you early. It puts you on a timer. That's important for us. Sure. That's good. This is also good. This is good. I mean, we could play Bullet Time for 0, man. You gotta get dumped. Bullet Time for 0 is like... The aura is crazy. I'm just thinking if we want to play... No, because we want to play Apotheosis. Bullet Time. This is a refund, not that it matters. And you could play prepared, but you don't have to play prepared. It's up to you. Huge, huge. That was a great fight. Maybe that's what our deck is capable of, man. And again, this might be the perfect fight for us, but you got to be a little about it. You got to keep your head on a swivel, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You got to get hit. That it would have been nice if that hit, but that's life. You have made distraction free, which has given us a free Corpse Explosion. That's crazy. That's aura, because I don't have to play my other Corpse Explosion then. I think I could just Gambler's Brew to get Eviscerate for free. Which puts you in a horrible position. I have to kill you. It does suck we're still going to take like 6 damage off of that, but I think that was a pretty solid setup for us. Okay, are we well equipped to take on the boss? I don't think we're like ill-equipped to take on the boss necessarily. 30 cards feels like a kind of a sweet spot for the deck. I'm not feeling too bad about that. Step 1, you want to draw Apotheosis as quick. Oh, that's huge, man. It sucks to lose the cheap Eviscerate, but to possibly get to what we're trying to get to a little bit faster. I mean, unload is what? It's going to draw 2 cards. Let's do this first. That's what I want to see. And then you probably just want to Apotheosis. Like, you have to play it. Now, After Image is, like, important. So let's play that. And it didn't hit what I wanted it to hit, but you know what? That's life, man. We got all of our important power. I mean, Noxious notwithstanding, we got all of our important powers out there quick, which I think is very necessary. You pretty much have to play a Corpse Explosion. I don't care if you're in my house, you draw 2 Corpse Explosions. You better play at least 1. Otherwise, I'll take it as very disrespectful. You gotta play a Deflect. And I think I mean, this is 27. That gets a kill. It's hard for me to ignore that. And it basically gets 2 kills. Well, we gotta put you on the timer now. That's very helpful. Would dump. Would dump. Would dump. Would dump. Then hold the Catalyst. Hit you. Hit both of you, and then get some extra strength. Okay. We really need you to start taking some poison damage, because you're going to start hitting pretty hard. I was going to say very nice, but we actually didn't hit on that. That's my bad. Do me a favor, discard Tactician. Do me a favor, discard Reflex. This is what this deck is capable of in the right hands, bro. You're doing 29 damage. Take one of those and call me in the morning. Take 2 of those and call me in the morning. We take 1 damage to do like 50 damage. Oh my god, you dump 2 reflexes? The dream? The manifestation of all of my hopes and dreams? Dump tactician? This is the aura is off the charts. Get smacked? Get smacked? And honestly, get smacked one more time. I should have played my skewer. I thought we were at 3 already. That's my bad. Admit it, you're kind of confused as well. You're as confused as I am that this appears to be working out. And trust me, I'm a little bit confused about it. So I can understand where you're coming from. I can also understand you're probably like, NL, just do the math. But like at the same time, I'm like, I don't need to do the math. As long as I keep playing cards, I can stave off the necessity of doing math for as long as I please. And that's really like, in some ways, that's a goal of adult life. Editor's note. Ryan actually thinks it's base to be interested in mathematics, and I think that the normalization of like, oh, math is hard is like a kind of cringeworthy learned helplessness. You just gotta, don't look at your phone during the lecture, and maybe you get a better teacher that's not really something that's within your hands, but someone who can make you realize like both the practical and the just imaginative aspects of mathematics. Maybe I was blessed to have good math educators throughout my high school career. But anyway, we'll take a burst. This is the dream. We obviously can't take Velvet Choker. So we take Fusion Hammer. We weren't upgrading anyway. And we have Apotheosis. I like it. I like it. We got a boss that like may well be beatable for us. Do me a favor. Free Sneaky is kind of good. First, I want to burst this distraction just to see what we might get off of it. I feel like, you don't have to quote me on this, I feel like it won't cost 0. But you gotta try. You gotta try, man. Because if it does cost 0, that would be sick for us. They all cost 2. In that case, it would have been much better to have had a sneaky strike. But I'll take responsibility for that. That's on me, for sure. Especially because I said, like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like this. Well, it's nice to draw the Apotheosis. Do we need it? I don't know, but I'm going to stick to this rule, which is, like, if you have Apotheosis and energy and you're not taking damage, you probably want to play it. I have a hard time believing that it's often going to be, like, the wrong decision. We need to focus on playing Skewer on 0 energy, though. Like, oftentimes, that's going to be free strength. Okay, I honestly think we misplayed against this enemy, and we did just fine. That's a great proof of concept. I don't know what my best card is. You don't really, I mean, you could dupe Apotheosis to just hopefully draw it twice as fast. There is a part of me, though, that's like, I've been loving the discards. And I mean, a doubled burst actually might go crazy, especially because it's going to be hopefully upgraded with Apotheosis. Whoa! This is too much, man. But at the same time, you gotta. I don't think we need to remove anything. Maybe give me, like, a Liquid Memories to help out. And I would happily fight a boss. I would be thrilled. I'd set my watch to that, man. Was really hoping to see a free burst. You know what? 27 poison on you early is totally fine. I guess we could have doubled up on Catalyst, too. And that actually would have been, like, very sensible. But I also do think we've just got a great thing going on already. Sincerely. I'd like to draw. No, yeah, I'd like to draw. And then unload gives us the free Eviscerate. You're going to be on like 30 life, 37 life. Don't at me, by the way. I'm sure we could crunch the numbers and do this a little bit better. And given our recent history, we probably should. But am I going to? Probably. I'm probably going to continue to be a little bit lazy and just wait until the run is so powerful that it's like borderline impossible to lose. Okay, I'm not sure the double discard was really necessary there, but understandable. Have a nice day. Dead Branch. Does Dead Branch ruin our run? We don't have that many exhaustible cards. I would say you can go ahead and take that. Another catalyst that's going to be upgraded. That's actually like a saving moment for us. I really appreciate that. Apotheosis into a bursted backflip. No discard is... Well, it's got me feeling not so nice. Let's put it that way. In fact, like almost all of our cards are... I'm going to aggravate some people when I say this. They're not very good. Not very good for our purposes, I guess. I would like to burst my backflip again. And now, it's up for me. If you burst my backpack. Know what I'm saying, y'all? You must. It's a Canadian classic, man. Len's not Canadian. Look it up. Look it up, brother. Founding members of Len went on to create Broken Social Scene. I know it's one of those things that seems like it can't possibly be true, but I'm telling you that it is. Now, maybe that doesn't hold a lot of weight for you, but I'm also asking you to verify it for yourself. So that's fair. You should question what you hear online. That's just good media literacy, honestly. This is like the worth moment of the game for me right here. Greatest possibility for us to improve ourselves. I mean, a bursted corpse explosion is nuts, man. But just give me a second here, because first, let's just see what kind of business we can get up to. We could burst corpse explosion, bro. We could burst, corpse explosion. I don't know which one works out better for you. I do know this is going to do like an awful lot of damage. That's like 100 damage, bro. That's beautiful. Go ahead. The reflex is good. I'm just thinking. We haven't drawn Apotheosis yet, which stings. Bullet Time is a great pull that allows you to play backflip. And then we don't have any other draw. That's okay. Let's Bullet Time Apotheosis. After Image, which made dash free, which is insane. Little dagger spray for you. Little dodge and roll. Worst catalyst of all time for sure. We are going to draw off of this. But we can't draw. So we're not going to draw off of this in actuality. Go ahead and hit me with a quick Anoxuna Moon. We sputtered out a little bit after the first turn, but I feel like this is still pretty swell. I'm gonna do how much? Max HP 2 times to all enemies. So this legally means that you are dead and can no longer harm me. Huge. Frozen Egg. We don't really need Blessing of the Forge. I'd love an Alchemize, bro. That's one of my favorite cards. I don't really think we need a Footwork. We don't have that much defense. Our defense comes from After Image, and we don't want to make the boss stronger. Toy Ornithopter, I'm chill with. I honestly don't think this guy's a big deal. I may regret my words and my deeds, but... Well, it's got to be Burst. Corpse Explosion. I mean, it might be Burst, Corpse Explosion. I don't think it really matters. Unless maybe we want to use Liquid Memories to play like another Corpse Explosion. Which actually might have been like highly sensible. This seems fine. We probably... I mean, this sucks. Although, I was hoping you'd give me something a little better than that. That's okay. Flechettes is like borderline useless. At least we got some strength. 23 poison is no joke, though. Especially with a catalyst, or 2 catalysts in the game. But we really need, like... We need our Apotheosis. After Image is really good, man. That's a really good card. You should listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a cool dude. He just wants what's best for you. I'm going to double your poison, but I'm not worried about the 8x yet. We really just need to keep you on the back foot, and we should be fine. Finally, look who decided to show up, man. Look who decided to show his face. Give me a bursted backflip just to stay safe. And then a bursted escape plan. And then prepared, dumps, tactician, and reflex. Now, anything we do that does damage is going to do damage like crazy. It's crazy, man. I can't live with these notifications. I got my phone's on silent at all times. I gotta play powers. It hit a backflip. Okay, but it also hit Bane. The Bane hit is very nice. I would like to retain a burst. We could probably come up with something better, but I mean, a burst is going to be good for like whatever we got going on. Huge Wraith form. Chris Paul hits huge Wraith form to cut lead to, well, like a lot, because we're kind of crushing the enemy right now. There was no reason for us not to play an attack there. I played burst and then a bunch of blocks we didn't need. Start me off with a distraction. Survivor into a tactician. I'm not worried at all about flechettes. Like that card might as well not exist for all I care. Now, is it an eviscerate type beat? Yeah, I'd say it's probably an eviscerate type beat. Because you're on lethal next turn. We just need to hit you for 13 damage. And we have like 1 billion damage in our hand. But the correct play is to stack as much poison as possible. I'm getting ready for the boss. That's fine. No, don't even worry about it, brother. Okay, that was a nice little tune-up for the boss. Not tuna, that's a different thing. I would love to start with maybe like a dagger throw is a nice enabler to guarantee in your starting hand. I think another sneaky is fine. We do have a 37 card deck. It's maybe getting a little bit unfocused. But a lot of our cards play with the other cards. So I don't think it's like it's a huge negative, man. And then we just got Eviscerate for free, which is very nice. We would love to draw more. Alchemize is fine, man. Dump like a... Noxious is going to be too slow, probably. Caltrops... I only took it because it made something free. I don't even know what we would want here. We're 2 attacks away. I'll just smack you. We didn't build any tempo for future turns, but hopefully we can. Burst nothing is kind of it's not ideal. $18 damage. Yeah, like I said, not ideal. Starting to get closer to ideal. But still not great. I might be leaving myself in a tight spot here, man. 7 damage. Okay, what? You got 3 turns left. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to use everything, man. It's Apotheosis. Burst. Maybe a little prayer on escape plan. Couldn't have gone better. Dump a catalyst and a dodge and roll. Dump a... You don't need 2 bursts right now? Wait a minute. You need a burst? They got 70 freaking damage coming in, brother. 70 damage? I literally shouldn't have played this first, because now I gotta play... It's okay to play a backflip. You're alright with that. You don't have to cry about that. Because you can still play the unload, get the tactician bonus out of it with nothing to play afterwards. Okay, I've lost my mind, I think. Just make it through the fight, man. That's all you need. Just survive. Burst Corpse Explosion actually is building tempo for the future. Doubling up on this. Oh my god, I may have done it. I'm just gonna say my deck may be good enough that my own idiocy like wasn't enough to stop me here. Because I really do think we played like kind of a horrendous game. You might as well just go, okay? And then play that. That's a beautiful get. And I love to see that. And I love to see this. And then I love to triple your poison. Play Adrenaline. Draw something that allows us to discard. That's okay. I'll just hit you like for a lot. Now you got 261 damage on your forehead. How does that feel? Probably not so good. Probably doesn't feel so good. One more turn, you would have been cooked, buddy. You would have been dead. Do me a favor. Extra energy turn 1. That's all we need. It's everything the body needs. We don't want pain. Maybe we want dash. We definitely don't want normality. We don't want pain. I don't really care for glass knife. Okay, I'm honestly, as far as I'm concerned, that couldn't have gone better. I'll rest for that extra 1 HP. You never know. And honestly, we could use another reflex. Okay, I genuinely think we've got a great chance, man. Especially drawing Apotheosis so early. Play Apotheosis. Play After Image. Corpse Explosion becomes free. Burst on that thing. Burst Tua. Give me a discard first. Sneaky becomes free. Add a colorless into the ecosystem. Happily would throw in a dramatic entrance, man. Survivor. Oh, it's gonna work twice. It's gonna take out my skiller. Still, great start. Brother, this is good, man. You just open with the unload. We draw 4 cards off of it. Then you can backflip. Dump a reflex. Dump a catalyst. We don't want it this early. Play an alchemize. Gives you a block. Play an after image for certain. Indiana. Dump it. Okay, I feel confident now saying just straight up we're going to win. I think we're easily going to win this. Distraction into a reflex. I may just skip on an Envenom, to be honest with you. Just because I don't want to make the boss unnecessarily strong. They really want me to catalyze you, man. I'm sorry. I gotta simmer on this one. I'm no longer feeling as confident as I was 3 seconds ago, but life comes at you fast, man. And you never get out alive, or whatever Van Wilder says. I can't remember. Could I catalyze you? I could easily catalyze you. It would bring me great joy to catalyze you. But I'd rather make sure the second phase of the boss is in a tight spot. So I'm not gonna catalyze you. Absolutely disgustingly enormous unload there. And I'm now recognizing that that phrasing is unfortunate. Now you're going to die next turn, and then we're just going to catalyze the you-know-what out of you. And then, I mean, I feel bad for saying it, but you know you have no hope, right? Like, you know your future doesn't exist. Like, the Mentats are closing their eyes, and they're not seeing a golden path for you. They're not seeing a way forward. It's kind of cringe, honestly. Let's start with this. I'm a big burst escape plan sort of fella. I'm a big burst like acrobatics sort of guy. Very easy to just get payoffs off of that. We don't want these catalysts this early. We want to hit you. We want to eviscerate you. We want to get our free discards whenever possible. We want to play a sneaky strike without a doubt. There's a part of me that thinks you just want to... I mean, we're not going to take damage. We should play 2 more attacks. And then you have nothing to worry about. This ended up being... I mean, I guess what I would really say is that this was like a great proof of concept for Pandora's box, man. As much as I'm sort of loath to admit it, because I oftentimes don't take it because I worry that it's going to be too spicy. Like, it actually It was the straw that stirred the camel's drink on this one, man. Without a doubt. Reflex Tactician. Reflex... I would probably keep that Void in there. We dump a Burst for now. Dump a Heal Hook, man. You don't need it. What you really want to do is... Burst Catalyst. I recognize you're about to hit me for 54. Let's try to, like, avoid that by, I guess, just killing you. Would be fine. Dude! It turns out Ascension 19 ain't nothing but a peanut, bro. That's nothing. See, 1629 damage. All we got left is Ascension 20. That's pretty chill. Well, for now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. Later!